we cut back to the marketplace.
You guys are welcome to look for if you might be able to find something here, but personally I think we're better off starting with the Pallas or the Regency.
What?
We're talking about pure diamond here, right? They've got to have some sort of
Right,
treasure.
the Regency doesn't own actual physical treasure, right?
I figured they would, no?
Well, still we run into the problem of, do you have anything that's worth pure diamond?
Don't we have... Was it...
I think
I should
of the
rephrase.
Regency?
Do we have anything you'd be willing to part with that's worth transparent diamond?
I think that's his point. That like, if this is of interest of Ra, maybe they'd be willing to phone the bill.
Right. So you remember that reaction you had when you realized that I had this sword and then I took it from a tomb?
I figured that Candyce would be talking about it to her.
Right. They have some history, but they're not really on the same level in any manner of speaking anymore.
But she still knows you have the sword. Assuming that she's
Right.
told her.
Maybe that's happened. Maybe it hasn't. I don't want to be killed because I am currently holding this.
Me neither.
Don't you think you could just give the sword to her unfinished and with all her power?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a broken sword. It's a symbol. It's a fucking sword that means a lot of stuff. All right.
I would think she has the more resources than us to fix the sword.
I can make
Do you
this
want to
sword.
try talking to the Pallas to see if they have a diamond?
I'd like to try talking to Candyce.
What? Why?
Candyce, we talk to Candyce, Candyce talks to her, she talks to... If I at least find us a connection, maybe a Pallas...
We have 5 hours, man. Yeah, he's like, okay, just like, what's the fastest way you can think to acquire a diamond? You know how to find stuff, right?
I'm not in the business of finding diamonds.
I've seen some pretty nice fucking jewelry in your shop.
For these kinds of deals, do you need to show what you're trading up front?
You could promise something.
Yeah, like, that's just information you guys can consider.
You could
here.
promise something.
Let's just look around, see if we can find something similar.
All right, let's start rolling.
Yeah.
Alice, what are your rolls?
Is a cylindrical diamond inside the
Alice.
hilt?
The blade. There's a
blade.
circular hole in the blade where a disc of
power
diamond is supposed
stone!
to sit.
I'll say this.
Okay, that's not... I was thinking like this long cylinder that goes inside the hilt and pokes out the bottom. I'm like,
Right.
That's a lot of diamond.
So, Pallas, look at your rolls.
What
It is up to you now. How do you find what you're looking for?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. So you're just trying to look for people who might have something that you want?
Yes.
I'll tell you now, the idea I had for this is you have to build up, you have to trade up, like the toothpick for a house thing.
Well, we have to find the place first.
Right.
What did I get?
Good. That is a 9. Damn.
So what did I find?
Don't really see, you know of spots that have fine jewels, but you don't really see anything that is selling what you want right now.
Okay, so let's just go into a store and then
You
get
can-
something of
You can keep rolling.
better value. I can keep rolling, then what's the point?
With different
You
skills.
said we have,
okay,
you
alright.
said we have 5 hours, right, Fox?
Roughly, until evening. That's when this sort of stuff takes place.
So I have to start working the sword right now.
Right, yeah.
Is
You take that and you start metalworking.
I...
Which one of you wants... Where would I be of more help?
Wait, what is he doing?
Personally, I
He's
would
just
better...
fixing the blade.
He's reforging it.
I
yeah.
would better alone.
Alright. I'm with you, Pallas.
Let's see. So I found like a mid-tier.
It's a jeweler. Yeah.
Let me go in there.
All right. Yeah. You go in. There's deposits of rough stone. There are some hung jewels on the walls. There's some pieces with jewels in them. And this is kind of a nice place.
Let me use charisma to talk to the. Let me use my riz to talk to the store vendor.
Okay, so you want to talk
What's the store vendor look like?
This is a man. Every
Right,
inch of
okay.
him is covered in some bit of like silver or like nickel, like just like.
Do I see anything jewelry?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like
All right.
Of jewels in cases. There's some jewelry that's been hung on the walls. He's wearing a monocle right now.
Here's
He's a
what I'm
Monopoly
thinking.
man.
What?
What a monopoly man?
Well, it's one of those jeweler's glasses, so he's actually currently picking the sand deposits off of a large uncut gem.
All right.
And you walk in.
How old is he?
He looks to be maybe late 30s.
Oh, really? I was expecting like elderly.
No.
Because he has a monocle.
Well, it's
like the Monopoly Man.
It's a jeweler's lens. So you use this to basically, it's like a small
You
telescope.
can be honest with yourself.
Have you ever seen Toy Story 2?
That thing.
Yeah. Be honest with yourself. It's a monocle.
It is. It's on a chain.
All right. Lean up on the counter.
And you. You startled me. Oh, hello. What can I do for you? And he takes that out and he jingles. Because he's covered in like the little like metal bits. Fox is just sort of like.
Can I do a charisma?
He reminds me of Moneybags from Spyro.
Yeah, I understand that reference.
Wow, Abby rolling like ass today. 13.
A 13. That's
Mid.
That's charismatic. Well, so you're just trying to talk this guy up?
He comes up. He goes. I see you have a very fine selection here at your store. Me and my buddy are actually looking for something of higher value for a personal project.
Oh, of higher value than what is displayed?
Just something of high quality. And I know a stand like yours would have something like that.
And that roll I'm actually gonna call good enough. It's a 13. So you see him like straighten up a little bit and like, well, if you have an eye for the finer things, I might be able to. And he shuffles back and he unlocks a small drawer and he pulls it out. And he lifts. He actually gets a pair of tongs and he pulls out. You recognize this as a chunk of raw tungsten.
Ooh.
And he sets it down and kunk. I have this. If this is the sort of thing that you are looking for, I had this pulled out of the sand a couple of months ago, and I haven't found anywhere good to use it. But if you're going for a sort of higher class operation, then maybe you would find a use for this.
Eyes widen. That looks expensive. Okay. Let me see here.
So I'm not here in the scene, but I do want to
Ghost
suggest
Candyce.
something. I want to suggest something just in case.
A little suggestion for you guys.
Yeah, just a little meta Nick here, in case you want to go with this angle. You could tell this guy what this is for, which would make his venue legendary.
Well,
He's the
I'm
guy.
not buying the crystal.
He's the guy
it's
who
either
sold
the-
the diamond for the sword that is ruling
You don't
the
have
entire
that,
culture.
I'm assuming
That would
this
be
is the
cool.
best thing he has, and that's
Or
the
it's a
idea.
witch hunt.
Or
yeah.
oh my god!
Oh my god!
Pulls out shotgun.
Yeah.
He pulls out
Yeah,
shotgun.
he just offered you like a bunch of
Kills
expensive
Pallas.
Okay, so let me try to use persuasion on this fella, 'cause I already used charisma
Okay.
in this interaction.
No,
So,
you
roll
used-
persuasion.
I
That's
roll
fine.
persuasion.
No. Oh wait, you rolled persuasion. She was using charisma.
Oh, how? God, they're the same.
No.
Whatever.
No, charisma was just like, hey, I like you, and so,
Just roll
Wait,
persuasion
then
now
we're already
then.
past it again.
All right, it's fine. I can just roll charisma. It's fine.
yeah, just roll.
So-
You know what? Roll charisma now.
You got better. You got a 17.
Cool.
Wow. All right.
Shit.
So what are you trying to persuade him?
I had it in my head and I lost it.
We're never getting it back.
Oh boy.
Something like this.
So yeah, he just offered you this chunk of metal.
You don't need
Really?
that,
How
by
much
the
would
way.
something like this go for?
Oh, I would value this at maybe. This is one of the higher echelon kind of metals here. And you see Fox in the background. What?
Pay no heed. He puts his arm around his shoulder and like walks him away.
Do you not
Listen.
believe me?
No. I believe you. He's just, you know.
And he looks genuinely a little hurt from that.
Listen, buddy. Listen, buddy.
I worked so hard for this.
I have a sort of proposal for you here.
Yes?
Me and my friends are sort of doing
How do I say this?
How do I say this without sounding insane?
Restoration project.
Yes, and that would be used if you would give this us for a reasonable price. It would be used in something the royals are involved in.
You see his eyes light up. Oh, this is for the Regency. Oh, I was unaware. What? So you would require this?
Killer Christmas.
Yes, and then we would probably trade it off for something a little, different.
Well, what are you looking for?
You wouldn't happen to have anything of the diamond variety?
Oh, diamonds. Those are extraordinarily rare. I have some in the back. What size are you looking for?
Like, he does it.
Yeah, you see Fox hold up like 2 fingers and see go like, oh, that is quite large. You need a raw diamond for this?
Clear.
A pure diamond? Of any particular shape?
Sort of circular.
You need a pure cut diamond.
Look, if you give us this metal, we can use it and trade it off. 2 different
Well,
stands.
no, I'm not saying I don't possess or... I'm saying it would be quite expensive. And I would require proper compensation.
Would a mention of your stand be good enough to the royals, to the regency? I promise it would be worth your
You have
while.
to understand, these materials are incredibly rare, and the work required to hone it down to a certain edge. You see, like, Fox look over and like, I do have some stuff I could trade. What do you got?
Like a couple knives and like a...
Okay, yeah, but like, of your entire stock, what do you got? What's valuable?
I got a couple like rubies.
You think that would be like equal value? Like, no, like, come on, scrape the bottom of the barrel, man.
He pulls a intricate trinket out of his pocket, and it's very small, but detailed. He says, he slams it on gently slams it on the
It
counter.
shatters.
No. Gently slams it on the counter.
It shatters.
He does one of these, he goes like... He said, if you make this for me, I can make something for you. And, included, I would mention your name to the Regency. They would use your product in their weaponry.
Now, what would you be able to make?
Well, I'm a jeweler, my brother is a metalworker, we could work something out.
He's like looking it over. He pops on his lens again, and he's viewing it.
I know a man of your quality would be pleased to do a deal with this.
He looks up at Fox and like, could we speak alone for a moment?
What? Me and him, or him
Yes.
and Fox?
Yes.
Yes.
He, like,
Fox.
could we, and he like makes a shooing moment. Could we speak alone for a moment? Fox like, fucking okay.
Bye!
He walks out. Like he looks after him, like looks at the doors closed, and could you make me a collar?
Yo!
You mean, for,
Yeah, he raises a hand. I don't want to ask any questions. I want you to make me a collar. I want it to be listed with zinc, gold, and cypress.
Okay,
Can you do this for me?
I need measurements.
Roll persuasion.
Why persuasion?
Just do it again.
He's asking
Just
me
roll
a
it again.
question.
Actually, wait.
He's uncomfy right now.
Yeah, just roll persuasion for me again.
To be clear, is this a cat person or not?
No, it is.
It is, yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
shit.
6.
You could keep this a secret?
Fine. But throw in a little something else.
No. Like you could keep this a secret.
I have complete confidentiality with my customers.
Then he like you rolled a 6. Basically, are you sure? Yeah.
He waves the little trinket.
Could I take something as investment?
I've not
Just-
done
just-
enough for this man.
Just to make sure that you keep your word and you don't tell anyone about this. Could I have something for investment?
I try to roll charisma again.
If you have a charismatic thing to say.
I don't know if I do.
Promise him a leash.
No, like that's what
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Roll charisma.
No, let's
Wait, you
hear
know
it
what? That
first.
is persuasion.
Let's hear it first.
Huh?
You know what? I want to roll. I want her to roll and then say it.
Roll, yeah.
Because that decides how well it works.
Fair enough. You got a 17.
Nice. Well, I don't usually do any special offers for my customers. But if you really need something to promise, I can throw in a leash.
Done.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, like reach over, shake hand. Done. You speak of this to no one.
How quickly can you get this done?
Maybe a day or two.
I can't do that. You need
Nations will be reforged on this deal.
You understand, it takes an incredible amount of effort to get this done.
Wait, he doesn't have it?
I'll add
ready?
velvet lining.
I can do 7 hours.
4. 4.5.
6.
5 and I'll add spikes.
4. And he reaches up and he shuts the vendor screen.
Fucking iconic.
He walks out. Well, there goes my dignity.
Shit that fast?
You don't want to know.
I don't.
And we'll head back to the
Did
shop.
that guy have 2 tails?
I got the...
Cut to black! Cut to black!
Literally just pushing it over the screen. Actually, no, hold on. Don't answer that.
Get
Don't.
the black!
We cut to Richter.
Richter goes home. There's a brief moment of panic, then goes back to work.
Yes, you
do you
return
want
back to your shop. You just have the sword in its sheath.
Holding it and looking at it.
The sheath itself is wooden, and it has been, there is a engraved upon it, or not engraved, really almost sculpted. There is an arm of steel that wraps around it one way, and there is an arm of silver that wraps around the other direction, and they spiral around it, and then at the very end, these hands interlock at the pommel. Oh, sorry, at the tip of the sheath. And the wood is beaten up, the metal's a little tarnished. You see, like, this sword has seen years.
I need to replace the wood. Replace...
But that's sort of tertiary.
Yeah. I am going to take everything off the sword.
Right, yeah, you take it out.
So I'm going to have, like, the metal, I'm going to take the pommel off, and then stuff that I think I can salvage.
The pommel itself, it's actually a single piece forge. So the blade feeds in, and the pommel was actually rivet hammered down to keep the grip in place.
Okay. Alright.
So there's 3 inches connected to the grip, and then the rest of the blade is separate. It's actually in decent condition, all things considered.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there on the table.
Right.
And
If I
you're alone in your shop, right? In your forge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've turned the heat on.
The shop is closed.
Yeah, it's closed. You've fired up your forge.
So I'd have to pry the metal out and melt it down again. Or else
So
it's gonna do I think this is going to be used in combat?
Fox did actually hand you. There's a bag of there's pure silver that he got you, and there was a little bit of welding mix.
Welding mix, okay.
So this is a powder that heats up to a very high temperature, then fades off. This is used.
If I think I can make it look good, it's just a thing of microfractures. If it's going to be used in combat, it might split the thing again.
So yes, it wouldn't be hard to reforge this blade, but you can't really take it apart to do so.
Okay.
So you have to work around the to describe the sword in its actual build. There's a single circular wooden grip, and then you see there are faded marks where there was once leather bound to this in sort of an intricate pattern.
So instead of making the sword work around me, I'm going to work around the sword here. I'm going to see if I can have like the molds almost feed in and allow the handle to stay on with the 3 inches. So like I want to melt down the sword again. So
you're trying to completely reforge the blade.
I'm trying to reforge the blade so that it works again, but I'm trying to have it.
I will tell you this, with steel that wouldn't work because you would ruin the mixture.
Okay.
But with living steel, you would know. And yet again, this is extremely, like, sacred things. The way you forge living steel is you would find this ore, this super special ore. And it's like making black steel. You take this chunk of sand and you fire it until it's black glass. And you shatter that with the metal inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take this dust and you melt it down into a pure alloy. And then you do that, and you keep burning, and you scrape the chaff, and you keep burning that until you get the pure molten living steel.
Yeah.
And then you pour that into a mold and you forge the steel. And that is allowed to cool. But yes, this metal specifically, because it is, the legend around it is that the sword contained this ember of all the souls of all warriors past. And it contained this core, this internal soul almost. And it generated this heat. They called it the fire of fury.
Richter's currently thinking if he doesn't reforge the sword, it's going to be cracked. And to him, it almost means like the souls inside it are cracked into a cracked sword. So he wants to reforge it and almost unify them.
So you're trying to actually reforge this
in a spiritual sense. He's thinking about relying on some of like this. He's superstitious about it. You think about relying on the powers that are within it to help him with the sword.
Do you use one of your blade molds?
He would see if anything could work.
Well, that's the thing. Because if you're reforging it, you're changing the shape of the blade. So do you want to use one of your own? Do you try to make a new mold?
He figures since it's happening in his shop and he's the one remaking it, he's going to make it in one of his molds.
So you place the blade into the forge.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah.
Roll plus 1.
I mean, like...
Roll plus 1?
No, this is just roll plus 1. We're not rolling metalworking right now.
What are we rolling?
Just roll plus 1.
Okay, man.
Okay.
This isn't a skill that he's doing. This is a world check.
13.
You slide it in, and as the metal is inserted into the forge and the fire is applied and it starts to heat, you hear that noise again.
Okay.
But it's not a reverberation. It's not an echo. Now it is a very faint but very strong, almost tone, like a harmony that is rising from the sound of this fire, like the sound of the flames sort of ring in the blade. And the longer you leave it in, the louder this tone rises. And it's not coming from anywhere. It is emanating inside your head.
Richter, work with me, legends, please. Just a little bit longer.
You reach in to turn the blade.
Yeah.
You connect with the blade, and it feels, for a moment, your arm is aflame. For a moment, you touch it, and do you drop it?
No. I will grip onto this thing.
You hold on, and the feeling remains. You are aflame, but you are not burning. The fire does not sear you. The fire works its way through your limb, and it remains, and then you're there again. And you have turned the blade over. And your arm is fine.
Well, this definitely feels like the most important thing I've ever done. It's currently waiting, just kind of tapping his foot a little bit.
Yeah, you see the metal has begun to liquidify and begin to soften. So you're going to transfer it into the mold now?
Yeah, this is going to be a...
And you hear...
What was the shape of the sword before this?
It was a straight, single-edged blade. And
he's turning it into a saber.
And you take it out, and you hear, wait.
Okay. He leaves it in. Yeah.
And you wait there. Now.
Pull it out.
And you take it out. It is the blackened steel from before it has begun to shed. Okay. Its outer layer of chaff has begun to slide off. And you see through the cracks of this black and blue steel, there is a blinding orange-red light that is shining through.
Bro, and you're gonna give my girlfriend a lightsaber?
And you know now, it is an instinct that you should not look at this with your eyes. And you transfer it to the mold, I assume?
Yeah, he's going to trust his spiritual instincts. And
do you close your eyes?
Yeah, he's going to sort of feel his way in crafting this piece.
You lift it up and you set it down into the mold, and you need your hammer. You reach out for it.
Yeah.
You reach out, and the hammer wasn't there on your table, but it is in your palm now. You feel almost as if it was handed to you. And you raise it.
Let's go to work.
Cutting back to
high.
Pallas and Fox.
Oh, we're going back to the shop
The shop.
so I can do the thing.
Right. Wait, do what?
The collar.
No way you're making a collar
Oh
inside
my
your
God!
secret throne, dog.
Oh no! So you're actually going back to the shop. Oh my god. Alright, you open the door. Did you lock it?
Yeah.
So
This is locked.
So
Let me in!
Let me in,
Are
please.
you having trouble there?
No.
You having trouble?
No.
Hold on.
I
This
imagine I have a
forging
key,
station is in the back, right?
Yes.
So you locked the front door.
Don't I have a key? I own.
Yeah, you have a key.
Yeah.
I use the key.
Yeah, you unlock it. It smells strange in here.
Smoke a weed, honey. That wasn't funny.
Dude, the context of forging a legendary sword that honored the ancient gods, it was just token, bro, token.
It's just all in
Just
his head.
dank kush baked into this king's sword right now. I swear to God.
Roll perception.
Okay.
You got a 23.
Oh, well. I
Yeah,
percept,
wow.
bro.
Yeah, you percept the shit out. You hear a noise that you probably shouldn't. You hear hooves. If you know what that sounds like and what that is, but you hear distant approaching.
Oh no! Wait. So turn around and look out the window?
And you hear again sounds begin to filter into this area of distant cries on the wind, and the hooves approach. And Fox is sort of like looking down and like, what are you good or what?
Wait, you don't hear that?
No, what are you talking about? And it's getting closer. You look outside and you see a banner. This is a long flowing red banner with an insignia on it. And you see horses. These are shaggy, sand-colored things bound with armor, and people riding them. And you don't hear this as much as you feel it and see it. The hooves approach, and for a moment you can see that there is a battlefield outside, and it's gone.
Oh.
Fox is just, are you good?
You didn't see that?
See what?
The fighting. There was like horses and they're just gone.
Fucking, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
There were horses. They were fighting and there was this banner. It was all there.
Are you good? Are you feeling alright?
I'm fine. I'm not lying to you.
No, you just sort of froze for a second and...
I have something to do. Come on. I think Richter is in here.
Yeah, it smells like metal. Turning back to Richter. You are forging this blade down. You're about to insert it back into the forge.
Mm-hmm. It's my time to shine, alright. I can't hear him. It's too loud.
No, you don't hear anything except what's going on inside this room.
Alright, just a calmer sense of peace as I go along with this. I do what must be done.
Yeah, you slide it back into the pan. And that sound of the ringing is in the room again. It actually hasn't stopped now. It has gained depth and width. The sound, it's like a far off chorus has sustained this harmony that is filling this room. It is less a sound and more thought that you're feeling. And then it's done. The metal is molten in the pan. And you know that you have to take it out now.
Okay. Pulling it out slowly.
You attach it to the chains at the top of your shop. And you know that you shouldn't look down at this blinding metal. Yeah. And you take hold of the pan, and you're ready to pour it into the mold.
Yeah, just looking before me and then sort of kind of trusting that spiritual instinct again to see.
You feel that there is a voice missing from the sound that you're hearing. You feel that there is a note that is not being fulfilled.
I ponder to think what could be wrong.
And you feel that it's not ready. That it's not perfect yet.
I think I should probably have it hotter then.
You feel that this sound that you're experiencing is missing a voice.
I listen for... Can I emulate the tune?
You try? You try to reach out and make this noise. And you're standing in your workshop.
Alright.
And the sword is on the table in front of you.
Okay.
The sword is finished. Your forge is cold. The pan is discarded. The sword is in front of you on the table. The blade has been reforged into the slow curve of a saber. It is the color of fire.
Alright.
You have no memory of forging or sharpening this blade.
Richter
But you can feel it.
feels a sense of gratitude almost, of being included in something he never knew was so important to him.
Pallas, outside. The sounds that you heard don't vanish, but they become quieter. It's time for you to make your collar.
Oh, lovely.
What's your base? How do you start making this collar? Oh, do you remember what he asked for?
Yes.
2 kinds of metal and a wood, and it's lined with, you said, velvet?
Yep.
With spikes?
3 kinds of metal. He wants gold, too.
You're correct.
It's like chrysalis or something, right?
But I'm not gonna have to remember that, am I? Because that's so much.
But like, yeah. Do you, Abby, have anything you want to add to this vial creation?
Your signature?
A bell.
No. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, that's correct, but I hate that. Okay, so I'm going to take you through each part of this. So, crafting. You have to roll crafting. That's just D6.
You have rolled the best you have all session.
What
It's
is?
19.
It's a what?
Oh, I did a 20-something.
Oh, right.
What is it?
Anyway, 19.
19! So you begin. Fox is just sort of watching you.
Why
with
is Fox watching?
bemused
Hold
disgust.
on. He has a point of dex. It's slutty 20.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whore.
Aren't you trying to keep this a secret?
Yeah. Get out here, Fox.
Shouldn't you shoe socks out?
Yeah, you hear. So what are you making?
Actually, I think you should leave, actually.
I think I should leave too, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think that we have a fantastic agreement going on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gather the materials, and it's a pretty simple request. It's do you make it like a hinge hatch, or like how do you? Is it like a belt?
Man, well, it's just gonna be like a dog's collar.
Yep. Yeah, you find the materials for it pretty quickly, and crafting it isn't too hard. It's just a strip with a latch and a bell, and it's a lot of finery things that you're. Yep, that you're pretty well acquainted with. The sound that you heard, it's just been sort of repeating in your head. You hear it again. Roll. Oh, with a D6 actually. What is that?
17.
17. You can hear it's sort of emanating from downstairs, where you know the forge to be.
Okay, so this is Richter's fault.
Fault.
Yes. You're about halfway done with the collar, and you can sort of pinpoint now. That's where these sounds are kind of coming from.
I know shenanigans when I hear them. I really just want to finish this. So
Tune it out.
What does the sound like?
It's hooves. It is the march of feet and hooves. It is these sounds that you heard from outside. Distant cries, steel on steel.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ignore that.
Tune that shit out. So you've made this collar.
Sure have.
It's been about 2 hours.
So
You have 3 left.
3 hours until I get to go do my exchange. I think for this, I'm gonna go check on Richter now.
Yeah, you see Fox, who has been yet again in the sort of front lobby. He has busted out the handmade cigarette set and is currently rolling one of those.
At least do it out a window.
Yeah, because that'll totally offset the forge you have inside here.
The forge isn't made out of Tabasco.
Tabasco?
Tabasco.
Please clip that.
My hot, spicy sriracha sword.
God, the
You know
syrup.
Tabasco cigarettes?
Tobacco.
Tobacco nuts. Yeah.
Oh,
Tabasco is the hot sauce.
Tabasco, right. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's Tabasco collar. It's real kinky.
yeah, this
Real spicy.
this cigarette's gonna fill the air with carcinogens. You know.
We have enough problems as it is.
Fine. Gets
Bitch,
up,
they have a chimney.
He opens a window. Yeah, you go to the forge. You lock the forge too.
Yeah, the forge is definitely locked.
Does Pallas have a key to your forge?
She does not.
Yes, he does.
He does not.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
So you. Door's locked.
Man, he's smoking.
Okay,
Door's dark.
okay.
Door's dark.
Door's stuck.
Pallas has a key to the forge. However, it's locked through not a lock.
So you close the deadbolt.
You know what? There
has
are
been
2
deadbolted.
locks. There's
Yeah.
the everyone else lock and the Pallas lock.
Yeah, like you just deadbolted it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Knock,
I
knock,
hear
door.
this. You're now just sort of standing there.
Oh,
The
it's done?
sword that has just been finished.
It's done.
Yeah, it's just on.
Just
And you look up at the clock. It's been 2 hours.
Oh shit! I just realized it's not gonna fit in the sheath anymore. Cause you
Just
changed the
reshaped
shape.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have to work on the sheath.
And making the sheath. Yeah.
You hear.
Pallas,
Yeah.
I
You doing drugs?
Yeah, it's currently dank as fuck in here, so
I got it.
smoking the weed of the gods.
Oh yeah, brother.
The weed of Olympus is mine, Pallas.
Sounds good.
You just stop trying to get in.
Yeah, sounds good.
Pallas, do you think you could help me out with the sheath? I
would be willing to help you with anything if you would open the door.
I should have probably opened with that. They opened the door and I
Yeah, you see the sword. The sounds are coming from this sword. And they are loud now. You can barely hear what he's saying.
You,
Or sword.
And you feel the urge to take it.
You got kind of a noisy sword.
You don't know what what he means by that.
You're probably hearing the living still effects of the sword made for.
You feel you need to take this. Do you want to roll against that?
Yes.
Roll against it with persuasion?
Persuading
not think
yourself to stop.
Yeah, you know what?
You got a 15.
Oh, a 15. What makes you not take this sword?
Because that wouldn't make any sense.
No, so basically, I'm telling you,
Why take the sword?
you feel you need to take this sword. What thought do you have that is stronger than that one?
He's still working on it.
No, it's finished.
So I shouldn't interrupt. Well, he has to fix the sheet, doesn't he?
Yeah, but the swords, basically you see this thing and your brain is telling you, you need to take that.
I'm good. I fight against my demons.
Right, but I'm saying, what logic do you apply? How do you persuade yourself not to take this?
You're arguing with yourself right
Yeah.
now. Why?
Because what would I do after I took it?
So you just apply absurdity to this?
No, I think that was just alright, once I get the sword, what would I even fucking do with it?
That's not,
I'm telling myself this is stupid. Why am I thinking these things?
All right.
I mean, that's fair. It's like one of those like random impulse thoughts that you're like, no, shut up.
All right.
I'm not gonna jump off the bridge. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. You tune that out, and the sound starts to fade, and you can't really even remember what the sound sounded like either.
I must be the chime.
Richter asked you something, but you couldn't really hear it.
What'd you say?
Would you mind helping me with these? The hilt here.
Sheath and Hildgard.
Sheath.
I actually wanted to see Candyce about this hawk hunt we're having. I think it would probably
look
be
at the
important.
sheath right now. Does it have gems and leathers and?
Oh, it is encrusted with amethyst all the way down.
Isn't it anything?
And there are a few of them missing.
Is it deep dish?
What?
Would you mind?
Encrusted.
Yeah. That's how you call something when it has gems in it.
You are the
Encrusted.
shop's jeweler, and I'm afraid I need your service to help complete this.
Oh yeah! There's no more hole in the blade.
What do you mean?
Oh.
There was a hole in the blade to put the diamond in. You have to do that now.
I'm sorry, what?
Well then.
Yeah. There was a hole in the original blade.
There's no way he would have not remembered that. Like, unless the fucking sword ghost told him to ignore the diamond.
There is an outline. There's an indent on the blade
Okay.
where you have to carve it out.
Carve out. Carve out the metal.
So basically, Pallas has to help you make a hole to hold this diamond. Cutting back to Candyce. Where is she going? Going out to the airfield?
You need to replace my amethyst encrusted gems.
Yes, that too.
She's going to go. Do we have anything between a junkyard, a government, like military vehicle location, or like just a group parking lot? Where do we keep our vehicles?
Oh, like your Griffin is still at the airfield.
I'm looking for other vehicles.
Oh, okay.
I wanna outfit our little team with.
Oh, you want to go to the motor pool?
Yeah.
You're looking for a ground vehicle.
For everyone. Mm-hmm.
I do want to say there are 2 ground vehicles and 2 air vehicles.
Right.
So yeah, you're looking for 2 ground vehicles. You're going to the motor pool.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is connected to the airfield. So yeah, you saunter on over, and let's see, what do you find? You know what?
I can do a roll. I will say there is
What are you looking for?
nothing in specific. I'm gonna see what can I find. And
There
I'll-
is.
I was just gonna say something that I know is there is a steed.
You're looking for a fucking steed?
I know that one's here too. Not Candyce doesn't know it's there, but I do.
Okay, you want to bring a steed to a hawk hunt. There is some logic to that. Makes you a lot harder to hit.
Yeah.
All right.
I can roll to see if I
Yeah,
actually
roll
find anything.
for find thing.
All right. And obviously, I'd like to find other vehicles as well. Nat 20.
Holy
back to
shit!
bed.
Really? Yeah, you wander on in, and you know what? You hear it. You hear because this steed is actually still speaking encrypted Imperial Steam speak.
Oh really?
Oh, okay.
Oh nice.
Yeah, you hear like a hello, hello, guys. Are you gonna?
Horse noises.
Someone please untie. Someone untie me, please.
Hey buddy.
They said, oh, hey, hey.
Hey, what's your story?
You wander up. The steed has been tied to a hitching pole.
Oh, I see.
Hey, are you actually speak?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you actually. Can you please untie me? I was supposed to be let go like 4 days ago.
Alright, so, alright, where are you from? Where are you supposed to be going?
Oh, I was stationed with the 27th. I was part of their Ivory Standard. I was in deployment, and then some civilians took me for transport, and they left me here. I've been here ever since.
Fill me in on this.
wait.
Tell me what happened?
I was in deployment with the 27th, part of the Ivory Standard. I was
Uh-huh.
out with the Knights, and it was glorious. We entered a battlefield, and well, I didn't actually get to use the battlefield, but I rode there, and then some civilians needed transport.
What civilians?
I didn't actually get their names. None of them spoke Steam, so
Oh, okay.
there was a really tall one.
And they're here?
Really somewhere, I guess they It just tied me up here. I was supposed to go back to my...
I'll tell you what.
Alcyon.
That's good because like you're not actually owned by anyone around here. Tell you what, there's a thing going on later today, and we could really use your help. If you do that for us, I'd be absolutely willing to let you go on your way.
Like what? Like a deployment? Like a
yeah,
mission?
yeah, kind of like a deployment. Yeah. Actually, there's a baron you might know. Well, I mean, not know personally, but you might have heard of. I'm sure we could talk to him and get the all clear.
A baron's here. Oh, perfect. What are his orders?
His orders are we need to escort someone from one point to another point under attack by air and by land.
Oh, perfect.
And you know what? I think you're just the right guy to escort the.
There's bouncing side to side a little bit.
She's missed talking to like vehicles and shit. It's been a while.
I miss talking to vehicles.
All right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that sounds great.
This boy is a vibe.
All right, champ. What's your designation?
You see, like head up and like.
Oh,
I hear the Baron.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I am yeah, like it stops and. Sorry, you're not a scribe. I'm not actually cleared to announce my official title.
That's fair. What? I mean, what?
Well, my knight called me. I guess you can call me. God, it's kind of stupid.
Is it Berkeley?
What is it?
Well, each of the knights has like a name for their steed. It's kind of a personal thing, but like, you can call me Lightbreak.
Lightbreak? All right.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone that.
Sure.
Yeah, I hear the Baron's Pegasus.
What's is he transmitting or you just hear him?
You're like, oh, that's the Saint Unica.
Do I know what that is?
The Saint Unica, the Pegasus of Baron Franz Gevet, the Flying Butcher. Mm-hmm. This is the man who has 43 air-to-air kills.
Well, I don't know this. I don't know his other name yet.
That's the one he's more widely known by.
Yeah, but Candyce would know the kid she trained with and that guy separately.
Yeah, you know that you recognize the name of the Flying Butcher because that's the one that people in the Midlands call him by. He was known by that because during the interim years and afterwards, he was known, or this thing was known for flying a single Pegasus out of formation, flying around and zeroing convoys, flight crews. He was known for just flying out and destroying anything that was in the air. So that name is known to you.
Yeah, she takes note of that. Like, all right, that kind of makes sense. All right, champ. Let's
okay, can you untie me, please?
Yeah,
I haven't moved in 4 days.
Yeah, she'll untie him and sort of just like, where is the location? Do we know where this is happening?
You haven't been told.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to some folks and I'll send some people back for you.
Perfect.
It should be in a few hours.
Perfect. Can I run, please?
Yeah. Tell you what, anywhere within with couple 100 yards of here, go nuts. Right.
He is off.
Right.
And he hears, holy shit! What?
Did he die?
What happened?
You see someone swerve out of the way as his fucking horse barges through a motor pool.
Oh, I thought he was running around the parking lot. I guess he went straight for the road, huh?
Yeah.
All right. That's probably not gonna be a problem. She's gonna. I rolled a 20. What else do I find vehicle-wise?
You can see down the line. There are a couple of cruisers. There's a crawler. There are a few ripsaws that have been impounded. You can see down the airfield where your Griffin is. You can see there are a bunch of flight crew gathered around this Pegasus there. But you know what? You got a nat 20. You know what? Oh, you know what you find?
Mm-hmm.
You find an up-armored ripsaw.
Okay.
This is the anti-vehicle variant of a ripsaw.
Perfect.
It's up-armored. It has a locked main gun system. It has an artillery piece that has been locked to the frame and up-armored front section. So it's basically just a
jousting vehicle.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's still a light vehicle.
Candyce would have gotten like a whatever the equivalent of like a Ramahala says so card to acquire these vehicles.
A regent's degree, and you meet a lot of pushback. You actually have to like open it and point to signature.
Mm-hmm. Right, sure. But yeah, I get the really good ripsaw. I get for a defending vehicle maybe something a little bit more like
You can only have 2 ground vehicles.
Oh, including the regions. I mean, including the
There's an attacker and a defender on land. There's an attacker and a defender in the air.
I thought you said there were 5 people.
Yes.
There's
5
two in
people
one
and 4
car.
vehicles.
Oh, because there's the gunner. Right. Okay.
The gunner for either the Griffin or one of your ground vehicles.
All right. So then our team is looking like the ripsaw, the steed, my ship, and then
Griffin and
the other guys.
the Baron's
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Yeah,
The
alright.
Saint Unica.
All right. Sounds good.
So you're gonna just, I guess, chill at the airfield? That's where you were told to report.
Okay. If that's what I was told, I'll just.
Alright, back to our crafting buddies. You're doing work on the sheath. So you guys talk about anything?
I don't know.
Do you have some spare amethyst upstairs?
I can look.
Roll for crafting.
Wow, you got a 23.
Wow.
Yippee! I do have
Yeah,
I have
no, you-
all the amethysts.
You
in
actually
the
have
land.
some uncut amethyst that you can shape to exactly what you need. Coming back down, so the metalworking part of it is pretty easy. You just need to detach and reshape a little bit and polish
Alright.
these long vines
Has
that
it
end
been
in
long
arms.
enough for me to go check the kinky guy?
And it is now about time that you have agreed upon. So you wanna take your finished products over.
What was the name
Yeah,
of his?
I'm gonna wrap mine in like cloth.
Does he have like a name tag or anything? Like, do we know what this guy's name?
The name of the shop is
Just walk around spitting the collar. Like, here's your collar. Yeah.
this is it was Shalud's Gemworks.
Yeah, that sounds like the name of a kinky guy.
Damn.
Okay.
Sorry to all the shaludes in our audience.
You know what? No. Fuck you, Shalud.
Yeah.
That one
Fuck
guy.
you, Shalud.
Yeah, so you make your way over there. He's like the hey, oh. Fox has followed you. Do you hide the collar?
Please.
Yeah, I
you
said
have to hide it.
I wrap it in a cloth like a newborn baby.
Like he- Do I want to know what that is?
Absolutely not.
Richter's
All right.
staying behind.
Really? You're gonna stay at the shop?
Feels like he needs to stay by the sword.
Fair enough. You and Fox take your item back over. You see, like the shop has been closed.
I guess because he feels kind of paranoid now. There's nothing. He's not just.
So you go up and knock.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I believe we have a trade to make.
You.
What kind of security system does this guy have?
And he opens the door. Do you have the item that we discussed?
Who's standing next to me in this situation?
It's Fox.
He waves Fox aside.
Oh my god, alright.
He places the wrap on the table.
No, like you're still at the door. He just like opened it. Greg, do you have the item that we
He-
discussed?
He
Yeah,
lifts
he
the wrap
opens
up.
it and shovels inside. So
Do
yeah,
you
you place
have-
it on the table.
No, I'm gonna keep holding it. Do you have what I asked for?
Could I see it for a moment?
He lifts a fold of fabric for him to see.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
If this asshole backs out now.
It's a collar
What
Oh no, you're all good. It's 22.
Just gotta put the collar on
You
and
see
tell him
just
to
like eyes glow, neuron activation. Like, yes, one moment, please, right here. Back behind the counter. You're outside, Fox just. Hey, you're gonna wash your hands when you come back home.
Avert
right?
your eyes.
Like, no, I just want you're gonna wash your hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. He returns out. He's holding a box. It's covered in just a fine powder, and he sets it down and opens it. Ta-da! There's.
It's a what?
It's a box.
Well, open the box.
You'll know for the dramatic. He opens it up, and there is, on a small stand, there is about an inch wide, clear. Looks almost like glass. It is a sort of rough carved edge. But yeah, it's a diamond cylinder. Here it is. It is. Some of your. He keeps looking over the package. Some of your talisman.
He places a paw on the package.
Some of your talisman. Verify the purity.
You
of
can
this
promise
gem.
to me that this is completely pure.
I would swear on my life.
I would believe that. Yeah, so seems like this operation is a go.
Could I? Like reaching over.
He takes the box. Yeah.
I'm going to be closed for the next 5 weeks. He shuffles back down the counter.
No. God, man.
Yeah.
Good boy.
This guy's going for a hella long bender.
Alone too. Damn. All right.
Said he's alone.
You know who's back there.
Oh god.
Yeah, Fox is waiting for you outside.
Can I percept?
Do you want
Can I
to?
percept to see?
Fucking roll.
Can I hear at the door?
Fucking roll. Why
Oh
would
god.
you do this to me?
I want to know.
Turns out the big twist is he just wanted to commit suicide with style.
No. Coup de grace, bro.
Natural one.
Oh.
A nat 1.
Spared. That's all I'm concerned about.
With that, he closes the door and you hear nothing. That back room is soundproofed,
Oh god.
Mm.
so you hear nothing.
Okay, well, good enough. I'm leaving.
Yeah, Fox is outside. There are already 2 cigarettes on the ground, and he's onto a third.
I thought he just had like 1, 2, and 3 inside all of his fingers.
You get like
All three at
cigarette in
once.
each nostril, 3 in the mouth.
You don't know my life.
God, fucking stag Worthley over here.
We're never gonna discuss this again, right?
What are you talking about?
Exactly. All right, let's get out of here.
You know, originally I thought Fox was being a little indirect in the strategy here, like not talking to Raw first. I'm glad that she'll never know about this.